I've just been thinking that, you know, it's good to have the standard intro, but just to mix things up, because we do have a bit of a young audience watching, we do like a rap intro. If you like to watch The Bachelor TLDR, all you have to do is not go too far. Matt Agnew is an astrophysicist, and you can also... Welcome to The Bachelor TLDR, the show that'll catch up on everything you missed about The Bachelor. I'm Matty J.
I'm Monique.
I'm Becca.
This is 10 Daily.
Let's have a batch up.
Episode 7 kicks off with Eleanor and Sagan discussing how Abby is systematically picking off all the girls in the mansion one by one.
Who's the next person on her list?
They are so afraid of her. It's like she's the Terminator or the Abby-nator. No, stick with the Terminator. To break the tension, Osher rocks up wearing a dope green jacket and he's got a date card, baby. And he also gives them a bit of a kinky little clue. It's a blindfold.
Ooh, 50 Shades of Matt.
Emma gets her first single date and she is stoked. And they rock up to this exquisite castle and I can't help but think that this place looks awfully familiar. Matt explains they're going to be experiencing sensory deprivation, which is a fancy way of saying eating stuff blindfolded.
I've got no doubt she'll love it.
I've got no idea what's in my mouth right now.
Meanwhile, at the mansion, it's time to play everyone's favorite game, Where's Rachel? Oh, did you see her? There she is. Back on the single date, and Matt and Emma are giving us serious Hollywood vibes.
You definitely made me feel like I was in like a romantic black and white movie today.
The date went so well that Matt gave her wood. She gets a rose, and you know what comes next? Oh, yeah! We're due for a group date, and all the girls rock up dressed to the nines. They're going to be learning about what qualities they see in themselves and how the other girls perceive them. But how do you do that?
Using the power of democracy.
Great.
Oh my God, we're gonna vote.
At the end of this game, the lady who has the most qualities Matt's looking for will get a rose. First up, they have to rank themselves in order of selflessness.
I think we're all pretty selfless.
Like, I'm not selfish.
I just put myself on the end.
Demonstrating her selflessness, Cassandra put herself at the selfish end, which really highlighted the need for more selflessness amongst the group. Because if she had put herself at the selfless end, then she would have not been the selfish one, which then in turn would have made her not selfish, but I guess selflessnessly. I need to take 5 minutes. Kristen, Chelsea, Ellie, Elena and Emma all get booted, but in a twist, they all get a rose. The remaining 8 ladies then rank themselves against a series of qualities Matt wants in a partner. Then the selfless 5 vote on which bottom 2 will get kicked out of the game. Then, all of a sudden, a voice that we haven't heard all season starts narrating.
Especially because I've had barely any time to speak to Matt.
Oh, that's Brianna. The first quality Matt's looking for is fun.
Do you really think we are the least fun? Like, look at us.
Yeah, I mean, Nicole's really fun. She's into kickboxing and skateboarding, and Abby, she's really into kissing and traveling back in time to eliminate future competition. Cassandra then demonstrates that selflessness is not how to win this game and gets unanimously voted out. Unlike Abby, who'll stop at nothing. Cheerleader Nikki is voted the least intelligent, Sagan is voted least passionate.
What was it for?
So apparently the least passionate person.
Nicole and Rachel get edited out, so maybe they're the least relevant. Last quality is honesty, and Abby plays a consistent game and jumps to #1 spot again, but that doesn't make any sense because...
Lies a lot.
I literally cannot lie.
But all the girls voted Mary out for being the least honest, so we can't trust Mary. If we can't trust Mary, then who can we trust? Brianna and Abby then have to deliver a PowerPoint presentation about what's important to them in a relationship. The girls watch on as Abby delivers her presentation, and even though she's public enemy #1, they think she crushes it.
I really admire that about you, and I think it's just such an attractive quality to have.
She looks hot.
It looks like there is some chemistry there.
I'm sold. Take my money.
But she pretty much just repeats the 5 qualities that Matt asked about earlier in the day. Do women really think that men are so simple that they can tell us what we want to hear and we'll fall for it?
Works for me.
Yeah, you're right. Now it's time for Brianna.
How'd you go with the the writing.
I'm a very awkward person, so apologies.
Come on, Brianna, show some confidence. You've waited the entire season for this moment. What's the one thing you're looking for in a relationship?
Just lounging around playing I Spy. That's pretty much me in a nutshell.
It was bad. Bad, bad, bad.
The girls come back in and gosh darn it, Abby has the rose. And all the losers eat away their pain with subtle tubs of product placement. Osher then rocks up and reminds everyone that he's married before letting them know that there's going to be a rose ceremony. But this one is different because it's live.
A what?
All right, at this point, it just looks like Osher's making this up on the spot, but it means that Matt is going to speak to everyone, and by the end of the night, if you're not holding a rose, it means you're out. Which makes Bree freak out because her chat earlier sucked, didn't it, Bree?
You're so awkward and uncomfortable.
Literally, my heart's bleeding for you guys.
Jesus, Eleanor, literally bleeding. You need to get that checked out. All this pressure reminds the girls how much they hate Abby for making Matt like her so much.
I've gotten to know Abby, and I don't think that she has the right motives for being here.
This brings Sagan to boiling point and she decides to confront her.
Wait, hold up. Oh, let's be honest. I feel like you put on an act sometimes.
But this doesn't rattle Abby at all because the Terminator never shows emotion.
You need to stop. This is a joke.
Meanwhile, cheerleader Nikki is nothing but emotion.
Sometimes I'm sort of like, sorry. Sometimes I'm sort of like, I can't believe that this person might actually like me.
And who wouldn't like her? I mean, she's one of the most refined ladies in there.
Just take a deep breath and let it flow.
Like a good wee.
So at this point, Nicole has a rose, so does Sagan, Rachel, Mary, and Cass. And now it's Nikki's time to shine.
Ready? Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me try that again. That was terrible.
Oh, you all right?
Yep, I'm fine. Yeah, very overall day. Sorry, had a mild stroke then. You can have some pretty good sex too.
So unfortunately, it looks like she's not getting a rose.
I'm not playing. I'm sorry. I just broke up with my boyfriend.
Bree's up next and she is freaking out, but surely she can't be as bad as her first attempt.
I don't necessarily have long-term goals. I'm not someone who's thinking I need marriage and this and that right now. I don't really think past like a week ahead.
I have a harder time, I guess, seeing a future for us. Yeah, it's obviously been a real pleasure.
Has it, Matt? The good thing about not thinking past a week ahead is that you can really go with the flow when you get kicked out of the mansion. Matt then heads back to cheerleader Nikki, who is still waiting on the couch by herself.
Will you accept this rose? Fantastic.
And Abby innocently asks,
Where's Bree?
like she hasn't already gleefully crossed her off her hit list.
I am so pissed off with Abby. I can't believe another girl had to go home because of her.
Thanks for watching TLDR. Remember, if you ever want to catch up on full episodes, head to 10play or tune in Wednesdays and Thursdays, 7:30 on 10. So how many more of these do I have?
Just one more.
I'll be back for one more episode.